It looks like he might come down to drink. And I think we're actually in quite a good position to see him drink if he is. But yeah, you can see he's missing his right tusk. Andrew, come in. Any idea on those? Oh, it was the Matilda. Okay, thanks, Andrew. Yeah, affirmative, it might well be. So, just to let you know, it is the Matimbas that have been found up in Buffelshoek. They have found each other again, the two Matimbas. And it always amazes me, actually, how little water, that they can actually hold anywhere in the region between 10 and 20 litres in the trunk, especially for a large bull. But they must only squirt about a third of what they take into their trunk. And you can see he's actually wasting quite a bit. That one, obviously, he squirted a lot more in. Now, it could well be that there's a lot of dust and dirt in that water, so he's actually spitting that out. And you can see he's actually just siphoning off the top layer of the water, because they're very particular about what they drink. And they prefer the clean water. See, even then. Yeah. Hi, Calvin in Boston. What is the word for elephant that's used on the radio? And glove is probably used in most of the languages. Remember, South Africa has 11 official languages. So Shangaan is spoken mostly around this area. And we're using Ndlovu. And sometimes you will hear families being named after animals in the area. Chantal from Montreal. Good morning to you and welcome on board this morning. And Chantal would like to know if an elephant's tusk has broken off, will it grow back? And the tusk will actually grow from the base, just like our teeth. When the teeth are growing, once the milk teeth have been displaced by the adult teeth grow from the root. And it's the same with the elephants, the tooth will grow from the root. Now, I'm not sure if he ever had a tooth. It doesn't look like there is any leftover part of tusk on that side, so it could be for for whatever reason, maybe genetics, that it never grew, or maybe it was damaged. It could be that it fell out. There's any number of reasons why he might only have the one tusk. But if there is no longer a root there, then it won't grow a new tusk. And if it snaps off as well, if it snaps off at the end, then the tusk would carry on growing. As I say, it grows from the root. But it just depends on why or how he lost the tusk in the first place. If he lost it at all, say if it was never there, then he didn't lose it. But yeah, I was saying that there's families that will have the names of the animals, like Ndlovu or Mbidi. And apparently, if they had areas of land, other families could go onto those of land and go and hunt animals in years gone by for food and for skins and things like that. And I'm talking years and years ago. But apparently, on that particular patch of land, only the family with that name could actually hunt that animal. So if they were named Ndlov, the people going onto their patch of land, they weren't allowed to hunt that particular animal. They could hunt it anywhere else, but not on that particular patch of land. I actually thought he might go into the water and have a bit of a swim, but apparently not. Hippo was obviously keeping a very close watch on him. Now they can take in around 100 litres of water in one go, and that'll again be based on an adult elephant. But apparently they can drink up to 200 litres a day. But a bull that's in must, remember he's going to be dribbling a lot of urine, so, oh, nice. So, with them dribbling a lot of urine, they can have anywhere up to 400 litres of water a day. But under normal circumstances, if an elephant drinks more than that, 400 to 600 litres, that means there is something wrong. Because they have to constantly take in the water. And now he's going for a mud bath. You can see him squirting mud underneath his chest. And they'll often squirt it over the back as well. Okay, cool. Oh, I'm glad we got to see him. But let's carry on down Central. Something keeps taking me that way. Hi, then, and a few other people also wanting to know how old that elephant is. And his other tusk was fairly thick. And fairly long. Okay. Wall there. That'd be a problem. the what we call the primary feathers, the ones that stick out like fingers, and they actually help these large birds that do soar to not stall when they're flying. They actually set up a little current around each one, a bit like an aeroplane's wing, and it helps to keep them in the sky and allows them to fly fairly slow. It's a very important job. But you can see them sticking out at the ends of the wings there, the primary feathers. And they do have the equivalent of a thumb as well. There's 3 little feathers that would be where the thumb was, and they're called the alula, and they also help the bird when they're coming into land, especially. They can open that up and allow them to still slow down and not stall. Speaking of aeroplanes, it's the first one I've seen in a long while over the sands.